guys, I'm SG1 coming at you for another Star Trek The Official Starships Collection review, and this time we're taking a look at the fifth special, the fifth special, the rather ugly, very ugly Kelvin. So we'll get cracking onto it. Well, as normal, you get the magazine and you get the ship itself. So, sorry if I'm coughing and trying to clear my throat, a little bit under the weather, got man flu, so, you know, working through it. I'm not going to let it fucking get me down and go, I've got man flu. So, I've told myself, fuck it, let's just get it on with it. So, yeah. So, specification, type light cruiser, destroyed 2233, Captain Rabau, or Rubber, maybe, crew 800. That's rather a lot for a light cruiser in the 23rd century. Considering the Enterprise, the Constitution class Enterprise was a heavy cruiser that only had 428 people aboard. So, we're on to shite already. Mission, stellar survey, weaponry, phaser emitters, and photon torpedoes. And then we get the history of the Kelvin and a rather ugly shot of the ship there. Again, when I say ugly shot, that is not anything to do with Eagle Moss. Eagle Moss are doing a fine job on this. It's just the ship itself, the design from the film is ugly, 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 and totally wrong. The Kelvin was a large Starfleet vessel with a single nacelle that positions below the ship's engineering hull. Now there you go. Gene Roddenberry stated that no starship should ever have a single nacelle. They should always be in pairs or threes, such as at the Future Enterprise. They should never have a single nacelle, and yet they broke the first rule in the first opening shot of the fucking reboot, so, you know. And then we've got quite a good shot, but that's from the movie, which I think is the same shot I'm using for my intro. Let me just check. It is, yes. And then we've got the designing. Now, I don't know what fascination they've got to be the deflector array above the saucer section. There's no law says they have to have that. I mean, look at the Steam Runner and Norway class and things like that. They're all differently designed, but still have that Federation feel about them. This doesn't. This is ugly. But all of these are, you know, you got ranging from fucking stupid, bizarre ones up to quite what you would expect, because that one's not a bad one. That one's probably the best one they could have done. You know, but it's just, I don't know, what the fuck was I thinking? You know, we've got some more designs there, it coming together and things like that. It's just ugly. I mean, what the fuck were they thinking? What they were smoking when they came up with this thing? Is it? I think it's just what can anger the fans quite easily. And then it's gone into CG design there. They're doing it sort of colour tests and, well, not colour tests, but shadowing tests and things. And that bridge is ugly. I'm sorry, it's ugly, it's clunky, there's all these exposed wires, all these exposed cables, computer circuits there. It doesn't look like a Starfleet bridge. It looks something like, I don't know, akin to, what's that other great sci-fi thing with beginning with Star? Star Wars. And then we've got a CG shot of something akin to the original series. Now, I wouldn't be quite bitching and moaning if we got something like this, right? Because you've got Starfleet pennants there. Make note of this. But yeah, it's that would have been alright. If it had two nacelles on the bottom, I wouldn't be having this argument right now. And then we've got more things like sensor dome on the main bridge. Doesn't have a sensor dome on the main bridge. No ship has. It's just either a window or, yes, usually a window. And bulkheads, no sensor dome. Sensor dome's on the underside of the ship. there it is, and there it looks like in light, darkness and the rest. And you got the CG shot of the rather bizarre Buzzard collector there, and then you've got, you know, another CG shot of the ship there. And then we've got different variations. Then we've got a sort of like terracotta colour there of the ship. And then we've got a CG shot from the movie. And then we've got the salt and pepper shaker that you see in the bar later on, where they're all drinking Budweiser. And it's not a Cardassian sunrise, it's a Sumerian sunrise. And then showing the damage, possibly what the damage could look like, you know. And I think that's your lot in this one. I mean, as a magazine, it's good. They really do, actually, the magazines for the J.J. Abrams ships have been cool, actually, but the ships are ugly. And it's like, yeah, you've picked a really good, you've done a really good design there. Why not pick that one? And they've gone to the one that's completely and totally wrong. So, and here we go onto the ship itself, and fugly. Absolutely fugly. I really don't like the ship. I mean, it'd be probably better that way. But even then, it's still fugly. I can't stand it. It's ugly, and people are going, why have I bought it? Because if I don't like it, it's because it's part of the collection, and I'm reviewing everything in the collection. The only things I'm not reviewing are reissues, and because they come in big box sets, I have them. There's no point doing it again. But yeah, look. There's no Starfleet pennant work on there at all, and the underside of the source section is completely bare. There's no name, no registry number, nothing. And people go, well, the original series had nothing under there. You're right, it didn't, but it did have, on the side, registry numbers. You know what I mean? See, something like this should have been, instead of this, or at least this style like this, but no. A number of things. I mean, the model itself is brilliant. Eaglemoss have really gone to town with this one. It looks like it does in the film. It really does. I mean, the only difference is that the Eaglemoss, that which I didn't know about until I watched the Geekology Boys video. On the registry number there, it's outlined in blue and not red. I mean, the font's correct. It's too big for a ship this size. That registry number is way too big and too much far forward. So the name Kelvin should have been just about here. Well, it's in about the right place, but it should be smaller, and the registry number should be just underneath it. It'd probably be just on the line there. We can just see that line there. It should be just there, and it shouldn't start with a 0. No Starfleet vessel in the history of the Federation has ever had a registry number starting with a 0. And if you say NX-01, I'm going to slap you silly, because you can't have a ship with just NCC-1. So you're going to have 0-1. You know, because it's the first ship. Every other ship in the history of Star Trek with a 3 registration number has had not had a 0. And I will fucking prove it to you. Here we have an Oberth class starship, the USS Grissom. Has 3 number registry number, and it starts with NCC-0614. There's no 0 in sight there. But apparently it's the birthday of J.J. Abrams' granddad. Now, if they'd have done 1405, I wouldn't have a problem, but there you go. And the registry number is there on the side of the fucking clown shoe nacelle. Although it does look a little bit better than the one on the what would be on the Enterprise later. The Aztecing is nice. The scoring on it is nice, and I've just realised that. Yeah, that's interesting. I've just realised that my model, the glue, hasn't set properly, and I've got a gap in the saucer. That's lovely. That's easy fixed, actually. It's not too bad of a problem. It's got USS Kelvin written there, because that's the opening shot, and it's upside down for some reason. They've got and it starts like this, and it goes, which is the noise the ship makes in the Abrams verse. But I mean, look at that on the bottom. All plain, just nothing. There should be a Starfleet pennant running on both sides of the nacelle down there. Maybe one across there as well. Like I said, the registry number's far too big. Dear. I mean, saucer section's metal. Everything else is plastic. And like I said, my glue's come undone. I'm going to have to fix that. It's irritating me now. But yeah, it's just shite. I'm sorry. I hate it. I can't stand it. Once it's done, once I've done this review, it's going back in its box, and that is pretty bad actually. I never even noticed that before. Yeah, I have to get the glue in there. Oh well. Yeah. As for the clear plastic, we've got clear plastic in the main deflector dish there, clear plastic in the nacelle there, the buzzard collector, sorry, and then in the back of the nacelle there. None in the impulse engines, I don't think. No. But yeah, it's just like, what were you thinking? What were you smoking? Is it? Have you done this just to anger all the fans? Because wrong. And it also implies that the movie, people go, well, it's set in an alternate universe. No. I think that movie is set in a malfunctioning holosuite program. It's the only explanation for all these just massive inconsistencies throughout the film. You know, and everything that goes wrong. It's just a holodeck program malfunctioning. That's what it is. But as a model, it's very nice. I mean, if you like this, there's something seriously wrong with you. I would suggest, I mean, if you like it, buy it by all means, but wank. I'm sorry, absolute ass. But for a model, Eagle must have done a really good job, apart from not gluing it at the front on mine, but they've done a real good model. The Aztecing's good, the sort of scoring, the grime on it is good, but just wrong. So if I was designing this, it wouldn't look like that for a start. But if that's what the design wanted, like I say, I'd make it consistent. Put Starfleet pennants across there, across the bottom there. I wouldn't put these big sections with the registry number there. I'd put them more at the back here, and I'd put a big registry number on the bottom there, possibly the name underneath here as well. And where it says USS Kelvin there, and I'd put the registry number there. But you know, that's me because I'm a Starfleet engineer by heart. And so yeah, that is really irritating me now. That. But yeah, that's me. That's the rather lackluster design of the Kelvin and those movies in general. Thanks for listening to me prattle on for 13 minutes, saying how much I hate the ship. But like I said, I can't fault Eagle Moss on this because they've done a quite good job. It's too bad that some of the ships, like the Enterprise C, is still a big bugbear for me. Could have used some of the design that they went into this onto that ship. But, you know, that's just the way it is. So anyway, I'm going to go, and I will catch you all later. Bye for now.